All right, y'all been asking for, so here it goes. Gosh, why don't I clear my throat before I start? I apologize to y'all. I promise I'll try. I'm trying to get better. I'm a slow learner and a good looker. So anyway, with that, please don't forget to subscribe, like all other good stuff, but subscribe mostly. The next subscriber will be my 200th, and I am going to party. I've got to do that stream where I got to tell you guys why I'm doing this and everything else, but mostly it's fun, and I really love hanging out with y'all. So we're gonna go back to John Colt. Okay, remember him? Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie. Who is John Colt? He was an escaped sexual deviant, rapist, serial rapist. He was tried in 2000, I believe, convicted. When his parole came up, the state of Kansas said that he was such a horrible. I think like he had served his sentence. I've never heard of this before. He was such a horrible, basically a horrible human being that he did not need to be back in the general population, and they put him in like a mental hospital. Well, he escaped. This I did not see coming. Third woman arrested on suspicion of helping John Colt escape from Laundrie. That was a horrible name for a mental place. Wichita, Kansas. A third woman, 29-year-old Cindy Hartman, has been arrested on suspicion of being an accomplice to helping John Colt escape from Laundrie. Her first court appearance is scheduled for Monday, October 18th. She's held on $75,000 bond. The Pawnee County Sheriff had originally stated two women, and that's these two down here, employed by the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services, helped Colt, a dangerous sex offender, escape from Laundrie on June 30th. Where does it say how old John Colt is? I only say that because it shows how their age. So anyway, Perez here, her, 50. Hauser here, 45. Her, Hartman, 29. Golly. Took almost 3 months before Cole was finally captured in Utah. Remember, this is the, there was a question. I haven't seen any answers to this. Did John Colt kill the newlywed couple out in Moab in Utah? So a viewer who saw Colt's wanted picture on the news 2 weeks ago called authorities to say Colt was camping in the Torrey, Utah area. Investigators believe Colt planned his escape from the Laundrie State Hospital's sexual predator treatment program for several months, and they say he posed as a doctor. I mean, this guy's a freaking inmate. Posed as a doctor and made his way past 5 secured doors and ultimately outside the gates. Part of the escape included getting a replica of a staff ID badge and dress clothes. There he is, right there. Look at him. He's on a cell phone. He got a cell phone. He's like, cool, look at me. I have a binder and a cell phone. I'm a doctor. Holy cow. If I knew it was that easy, right? KDADS operates Laundrie Hospital. Tuesday, Pawnee County Sheriff Scott King announced that 2 women who were employed by KDADS leading up to Colt's escape had been arrested as accomplices. My office will continue to take the necessary steps to gather all the information on the June 30th escape. Hauser was arrested at her current home in Garden City on October 8th. Perez was arrested at her home Tuesday. Ready? Hold your books. After they were in court, they released the details of the charges against the women. Rachel Perez, which was her. Rachel Perez, obstructing the apprehension or prosecution of a registered sex offender. Unlawful sexual relations with a patient while employed at KDADS. Unlawful sexual relations. Whoa. 9 counts of trafficking and contraband, conspiracy to traffic contraband, interference with law enforcement to provide false information, shed destruction of evidence, aggravated escape from a sexual predator treatment program. Hauser, who is her, 2 counts. It's unlawful because they work there. Sexual relations with a patient. This guy is a sexual predator. He rapes. Okay? He is the worst form of human being that can exist. And these women have consensual sex with him. Golly, what is wrong with these broads? Let's see here. That's Hauser. That was Rodriguez. Perez. Did I read the other one? Let's see here. Hartman. No, I don't see Hartman's on here. Why don't I see Hartman? I thought I saw hers. All right, we got Hauser, Perez. So the judge said, oh, she hasn't had hers yet. Bond's already been set. Like, I don't know how I missed all this. Howard, Secretary of Dad, said the staff of the main office. I mean, I'm just imagining Orange is the New Black, but reverse. The fully continued investigation. I want to state unequivocally that we fully support the prosecution of anyone who may have provided Mr. Colt with any assistance in his elopement. As an agency, our in-house response has been a steadfast and thorough administrative analysis of policies and procedures that may have led to the elopement. I mean, really? They're calling it elopement. I mean, doesn't that just make you think of, a young couple in love running off to get married? I don't think that's the appropriate word to use here. Our internal investigation has led to numerous personal actions and operational changes and a determined effort to avoid this in the future. Yeah, hey, if you're 50 years old and you don't know that you shouldn't be having relationships with a violent rapist, you need to be behind bars. Colt was sentenced in 2001 for aggravated sexual battery, attempted rape, aggravated burglary, 4 counts of aggravated battery against a law enforcement. He fought the police. In addition, he was required to register as a sexual offender for the remainder of his life. After his criminal sentence was completed, the courts deemed him a sexually violent predator at high risk of committing a future sex offense and too dangerous to be released. What was his record like in jail? I don't understand it, y'all. I don't understand it. Called the escape of Colt sheer incompetence and further plunged the hospital for criticizing the 5.5-hour delay in reporting the escape. Oh my gosh, the 5.5 hours before they even said, yeah, we got the sexual predator out there. He could be out. I mean, this guy, he'd be raping men, women, children, dogs, mules, who knows, for 5.5 hours. It's a sick world. But anyway, so this guy is the one that posted a picture on his. He had a Facebook under a fake name. He originally had this tent. He said, "I'm going camping." And it was this bright neon green tent. Later on, he posted a picture, and it was Gabby Petito's and Brian Laundrie's tent that they had taken with them. And this guy was in that vicinity, close enough in that vicinity. Look at that. And yeah, okay, so you're saying, well, it could be, somebody else's tent. Well, one, where's this guy getting money to go buy a tent? So I'm going to rule that one out. 2, how many people have this tent? I mean, I've looked for it. I cannot find it. And then, what happened to his green tent? There's no answer for this. This is so weird. Look at that guy. Look at that creep. I mean, it's like there's fleas and everything else living in that beard. Anyway, y'all, this is John Colt. I got find some more out about him. This is a horrible, horrible experience that's happened. If he had anything to do with Gabby Petito, or if anybody did that wasn't Brian, it'd be this guy. So anyway, till next time, y'all, be good to each other, be safe, check your six, and gosh, just be good to your fellow man. Help somebody out. My gosh. Love you guys. Hey, thanks for watching, and please go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. Appreciate it.